All right, so we got our first look at that new creep and median. And there's nobody coming. This is just a little residential neighborhood, so it's taking its time when it gets out here. We have a bicyclist up here, so it's got to come around this bicyclist. I think it's going to give him some leeway. Choosing not to go around the bicyclist. We're going to follow this bicyclist. I'm a little slow in this turn. I got traffic behind me. All right, so we're going to follow this bicyclist a little bit more. He's going to go on the sidewalk. Car's going to pick up speed. Seems like it's taking the roads a little bit wider than it used to. All right, this is the big challenge number one. See if they can figure this out. We're going to make a right. We have to get over the next lane, and then once we get over these railroad tracks up here on the right, we've got to get into the left turn lane, and it's never made successfully that transition. So we got the creeping behavior, and it's going to stop for that. Oh, I'm going to stop there. So it pulled out. Seemed like it was going to go. That was not good. All right, so that one. All right, I have a feeling it can't make this either, so it's got to get over essentially 2 lanes from here. I got a car on my left. There's no traffic, and my butt's sticking out in the right lane. Okay, it's getting over. Okay, so at least I'm maybe centered in the lane now. So it got over. That's the first time it's ever done it. But if I had traffic to my, well, would have been my left, I never would have made this over. So I think that's just kind of a fluke that the car was able to make it. So let's see if we can make this left. All right, I'm gonna take over. I got cars coming at me. All right, not a stellar start to .69, I don't think. If we get the creep behavior, we got the line up here. Nobody coming from the left. Should be an easy still. All right, makes the turn. Smooth turn. All right, it seemed to find the right lane. There might have been the pavement markings that kind of fooled it, but that was 2 lanes, so I'll give that a passing grade because I think it was an accident. Trying to slow through that turn, but it made it smoothly. Went out a little bit wide to the right before making the turn. I saw people reporting that is because of the curbs, but there's no curb there. This might be interesting. We've got a EMS unit up here facing us on this side of the street. So let's see what the car does. Just going to go around it, which is what I would expect a human to do. It struggled on this left up here before. It's a little bit of a messy left turn, even for humans, because you've got to get over to the left because I'm taking up this right lane now. So I'm kind of hogging the right lane. I should be over further left. Car's waiting. It's got to be aggressive. All right, there we go. Finally made a decent left turn there. A little bit slow in the decision-making process, but it made it. I think the best it's done so far. This is the difficult left and get over one lane and make an immediate right turn. Building on the left, I have to creep up for that. So be curious to see the creeping behavior. And I'm blocked a little bit to the right. There's a row of trees. So we see the creep line. And there's no traffic. This is perfect. This doesn't get any better than this for the car being simple. And yet again, oh, it's going to miss the turn. Wait, what's it going to do? All right, so that was just pretty indecisive what it was going to do there. I couldn't figure it out. Let's report that one. All right, so we'll get back on track to do this turn again. Now this is an incredibly difficult left turn here. It's got this really wide, weird intersection. I got this car coming to my left. It's got to avoid it. It's blind to the right. It's got to creep up, getting the creep line. And luckily there's no cars on the left here. Usually there's a big row of cars that block it. So the car got lucky here to have a better line of sight. We have a car in front of us, which I don't know if it'll help it or hurt it or make no difference whatsoever. We're totally blind. It's got to creep up. I'll get the creep line finally. Nothing. I've got one car coming from the right, one from the left. All right, the car on the right is going to make a left turn. The car's going to have to wait for it. It's kind of like creeping. It's getting jerking steering wheel again, which I hate. Okay, now I've got more traffic coming from the right and from the left. It's got to sit here and wait. It's a jerky steering wheel. Like it's getting impatient. Jerky steering wheel. It's going to finally go. Can you get over? It's got to go over the next lane. Got to find these Christmas trees. And again, it's failed. It can't get over. Now it's putting the right turn signal on. There's nobody behind me. Nobody coming up. Usually this is much busier, so it's getting lucky. It has room. If it tried to make the right, it could cut over. It's got the right turn signal on, but it's stuck here. Now I've got a truck coming up from behind me. Now it's going to decide to make a maneuver. It doesn't know what it wants to do again. Now it's going to give up. I'm going to take over at this point and make a left turn. Yeah, that's 0 for 2. It almost seems like this behavior has regressed. It's actually worse. All right, as I was saying, behavior seems to actually be worse. It's done better in the past, making that difficult left and right turn. Okay, it's got to creep up again. I got a car turning in from my right here. It's got to watch that. Don't like that. All right, jerky steering wheel. Makes the left turn. Now it's going to stall right here in the middle of the road. Oh, let's just stay here in the middle of the road. There's nobody come and let it sit here. Nope. That's just ridiculous. That's pretty bad. That's going to take off. All right. Yep, but just sit in the middle of the road for no apparent reason. 69. Definitely not impressing me from all the glowing YouTubers out there that are bending over, kissing the ring on this one. I'm not impressed so far in my torture tests. All right. This is a much better example of how difficult this is. As a human, what do? You have to sit here and wait. Now you're going to try and I'm going to take over. I don't think the car can. I'm going to back up and try it again. I don't think the car. This guy's wondering, what the hell is this guy doing? All right. Give it a reset. All right, I got a car coming from the left. It should wait for it. The car is now going to be turning in to the right here, so it should wait for it. Now it should just go. It's wide open left and right. There should be no reason whatsoever they can't find the lane to make the right turn here. All right, finally. Oh man, that's I don't like that. That was really a wide, uncomfortable turn there. Let's give that another follow. So I think that's enough for tonight. That's enough fun on that torture test. So on to my next torture test. We were here earlier tonight. We made a right turn with that EMS unit. We're going to make a left here. The local rules say this is a left and right lane, although it's not marked. The car's probably getting lucky to have a car in front of it, but now see it's veering too far into the middle. So car could probably sneak into the right, but it doesn't understand the local traffic rules. So I'd be pissing off somebody that was behind me on this turn. But it made the turn smoothly, so I'll give it credit for that. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, it jerked right and sped into the turn. That was bizarre. Let's give that one a snapshot. This left turn, it's really difficult for a human driver. I've got a road from the left that's curving over a hilltop, obstructed by a lot of bushes on the left. So it's got to creep up very far, and I got this wide boulevard here. I'm totally blocked here. There's no way you can see. So I'm gonna have to get that creep line. Okay, it's getting the creep line really nice. See it on the screen. Nobody from the right, nobody from the left. All right, made that turn good and smooth and aggressive. Got lucky. There was really no traffic either direction for it to wait on. So first pass, it gets a passing grade. So let's go back around and try it again. Again, very blocked on the left, a lot of foliage. Got to creep up very far, almost into the road to be able to see. Yeah, this is a difficult left turn for a human driver. It's going to stop at the stop sign. It's got to creep way up. I get the wall up here. Car coming from the right. Okay, nothing from the right I can see. And again, I got lucky. No other cars. But it was good and aggressive once it made the turn, but I wish I had a car to challenge it. So I guess we'll do one more pass. Attempt number 3. Definitely from the very first time it did it, it used to just like get about right here and just take off without even looking. So it's definitely getting better. Okay, somebody's coming from the right. The car looks like it was going to take off. I'm going to take over. So there we go. That's what I was waiting for. I can't understand that. So that was not a good, record that snapshot. All right, let's give it one more chance. I said 3, but let's give it one more chance here. So that was, call that one a failure. That seemed like it was going to take off on me. 1 for 2 so far. Okay. Car from the right, it's going to stop for it. Got a car from the left coming. Steering wheel fell a little jerky, it stopped for it. Fine, got a car from the right coming. And another car from the right after this one. The car wants to take off. And you can see this truck here in a second passing right in front of me. So I am going to call this behavior a failure. Not getting any better, so disappointing. Got a road closed sign here. See if I can make sure I get past the road closed sign, no problem. A little close to my comfort.